Boker Tov, Chavirim of Machaneh Stone. Yehuda Standard Time. It is 3:23 in the morning as we are getting ready for Chanukia. As usual, a couple of hours before the first light. And we are so happy that you got your Chanukia in the mail from Machaneh Stone, all of those Chavirim who are here second session. And what I would like to do very quickly is show you what needs to be done in order to put your Chanukia together. After you remove your Chanukia, you will find that the holes obviously are running along the top of it. And in the packet with your bobashes, you will find these black rubber inserts. The first thing that you will need to do is take the rubber inserts out and place them in the holes, making sure you almost, from the top and the bottom, you push so that you hear almost like a click when it is put in place inside the holes of your Chanukia. The purpose of these black pieces is to make sure that the bobashes are held in place perfectly well. And there should be 8 of them in your packet in order to ensure that the bobashes are stable in your Chanukia. After you place these black pieces in, you'll remove the bobashes from your bag, and everyone will have obviously this little foot to it. The idea is that what you're going to do is you're going to put the bobashe into the rubber insert so it's held in place quite well. The idea is when you insert it, you want to hold it steady, twist it into place so it sits there, and if you have a little bit of a difficulty, you might want to place a little bit of oil around the tip to ensure that it goes in and it holds properly. At that point, what you're going to do is you will have taken your lekithos, your oil jug, and you will have put oil in it so that you can fill up your bobashe, just like that. And the bobashe is now ready to go ahead and insert the ptila into the bobashe. You have a box of ptilot, floating wicks, that you received with your Chanukia. And what you will do is you will remove one of the cork pieces and you will take a ptila out of the little package inside the box. You will insert the ptila into the hole in the floating wick, and now your wick is ready to be inserted into the bobashe. Now, the diameter of the bobashe is ready to receive it, but sometimes there might be some frit along the top that might prevent it from sitting perfectly in the middle. So what you can do is you can take a scissors and you can trim it a little bit so that it sits freely inside the bobashe, as such. And it floats right on top. If you see that it's touching the sides, that means that the wick will not descend properly into the bobashe as the oil burns, so you really do need to take a scissors and trim the cork a little bit so that it floats correctly. And this kind of thing should be done a little bit before you're ready to light your Chanukia, so that when everybody is ready and standing around, you're not doing it, that everything is ready to go when you will get your Chanukia ready to be lit. Okay, now that we are ready to light our Chanukia, you will take the shamash and you'll insert the candle that you received into this hole. You can make sure that it stays there. You can drip a little bit of wax from the candle so that it holds the candle in place. And that is what you are in fact going to do to light your Chanukia. Just to go ahead and show you a little bit without having to go ahead and put the candle there, so you understand, once the floating wick is in place, then following the bracha, you will light your Chanukia using the Shemen Zayit, and it will light, God willing, beautifully. Now, as it lights and it is bringing up the oil, the floating wick will descend slowly into the bobashe as it consumes the oil, and the bobashe will glow with the color of the frit that you actually used to create the bobashe. And it lights beautifully, as you see, and it will descend over time right down to the bottom, and then it will go out. Make sure when you fill the bobashe you don't overfill it. You take it a little bit, maybe a millimeter or two under the lip of the bobashe so that no oil spills out like I did, obviously, as you see over here. And then it will sit beautifully over there. Now, many of you, as you were taking out everything that you have in your Chanukia, you notice that you have a little plastic bottle with some liquid. As you have probably noticed, this is not Shemen Zayit, this is not oil. This, in fact, is the sustainable byproduct from the biodiesel that you made soap. So after you've gone ahead and gotten everything ready for the lighting of your Chanukia, your hands will be filthy probably. So you're going to want to use your said soap in order to wash your hands so that you are ready to go in order to go ahead and light your Chanukia. So that is the way you will set it up. You can put them all out the first night and then just fill it from night 1 to night 8 as you do it. But this is the way the wick, and this is the way that the oil should be used in order to fill your bobashes. Again, it'll take a couple of minutes each night to set up your Chanukia. And I again tell you that please go ahead, and in order to ensure that it will burn properly, if you need to trim the cork, the cork, you need to do that beforehand. Then place the pita in and go ahead and place it in your Chanukia. Chag Urim Sameach, Chaverim from Machaneh. This is my first YouTube video. I hope that it has gone over well. Chag Urim Sameach, Shabbat Shalom.